Picture this. You're looking to relocate to the Dallas area, in particular, maybe Frisco, and you have some cash on hand and you're looking for something beautiful, perhaps with a 4-car garage. Well, today we're checking out this beautiful home right here in Frisco. As you could tell, it's right behind me, 4-car garage. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. This is a beautiful French-inspired home. The homeowners are from Louisiana, so you'll be able to tell what inspired them to create this beautiful masterpiece. Let's go check it out.
So shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin. Shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin. Shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin. Shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin. Shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin. Shoot me up, yeah, shoot me up with that synthetic serotonin.
An extra addition of this home is this amazing garage. So on top of the 3 that we have on the right side of the home, you have this single garage here. Just looks average, right? You have a beautiful Harley Davidson, and then you come up and the ceilings are double. So the original plan that the homeowner had was he was a car collector, so he could stack the cars in here. But if you're coming in and moving to this home and you're perhaps a woodworker or you're in need of a shop, maybe you want an area where your kids can play and have almost like a fantasy factory. I mean, you have so much opportunity with this home and with this garage. In total, the homeowner said that he could probably fit about 7 cars in here, which is crazy. This garage alone would be around $100,000 add-on, and they have, if you could see here, the electrical charging port that goes to the other garages. So if you're coming in with your electric car, that's already installed, so no need to do that. This home is amazing. So if you guys are interested, please comment down below and let me know, or click the link in the bio to get a little bit more information about the listing. How's it going, everybody? Now that we got to look at the home, I wanted to come back to the office and show you guys more of the stats of the house. And also, to be honest, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm looking to move somewhere, I'm always trying to find out what's the closest gym, what's the closest grocery store, what's there to do in the area. So that's what I'm going to break down for you guys today. So if you're interested, you'll literally know everything there is to do right by this house. So let's get started. Alrighty guys, now that we're sharing my screen, we'll be able to find out what there is to do around here. So first things, usually what I look for is the gyms in the area. So you're actually going to be at a perfect spot. You're pretty much right off Frisco Square. So you're going to have access to the Lifetime in Frisco, one of the newest ones in the area. Of course, it's in Frisco, so you know it's going to be nice. And the pools are amazing. It's a very family-oriented gym. So if you're a big family, of course, moving in this house, you must be. They have everything to do for the little ones, even up to the mom and dad. You guys can go take a nice rest at the spa. There's a ton of stuff to do. So that is a great gym as well. There's a gym at the Star called Cowboys Fit. Now this gym, in my opinion, is going to be the best one in Frisco. It's going to have state-of-the-art equipment, and I'm talking about everything you might need to go to the gym. They have an amazing recovery lounge with Normatec, which are going to be some compression sleeves some massage therapy, and one of my favorites is the cryotherapy, so the ice chambers. It's awesome. The community there is so cool. And of course, being in the Star, I mean, you guys can see all the stuff you have, but we'll get into that later. All right, next up, what I think people would probably consider pretty important is going to be grocery stores. So, like I said, this location, you literally have everything by you within 5, max 10 minutes. If we go right here, you have a Kroger. So people that aren't from Texas, I know each state has different places, like California, when I was living there, had Ralph's. So this would be more like a Ralph's, but it's going to be a grocery store. It has a ton of stuff. It's decently priced as well. One of the bigger things that's happening is there's going to be an H-E-B opening, which is going to be opening in fall. This is going to be very exciting. If you're coming from places like San Antonio or Houston, you already know everything about H-E-B, but if you're someone new like myself, I've only been there a couple times, but it is like a wonderland of a superstore. They have a ton of stuff. The only thing I can relate it to, which would be another grocery store in the area, which is actually called Market Street. So Market Street would be located right here. This grocery store is super nice. All, let's say, top of the line stuff, very similar to Sprouts, if anybody's knows about that grocery store. But they have all of the top of the line stuff, very fancy. They have an amazing salad bar, and local tip, in this Market Street in particular, they actually have a bar where they do happy hour, and you can go around and pick your groceries while drinking a beer and just kind of talking to people, which is a super cool vibe, especially if you're grocery shopping. Make it a little more fun, have a beer or two, you know. But that's why I really like Market Street. So right by the house, we can start off by going down Main Street. Right down here, you're gonna have some of your basic fast food items, Dunkin' Donuts. There's a Starbucks by the Kroger as well. If you go down a little bit more, there's places like Subway, Wingstop. Rosa's Cafe is a pretty good one. It's a Mexican restaurant where they make the tortillas right there, and I actually like it. It's more Tex-Mex, so if you're looking for that actual real Mexican food, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. More towards downtown Frisco, you're gonna have a ton of other places. So Pizzeria Tessa, which is right here, is a pretty good Italian place. There's also Best Thai, which is one of my favorite Thai places in Frisco Square. You're also gonna have Babe's Chicken, which when I'm telling you, you need to go here, you need to go here. It is probably the best place in downtown Frisco to give you that country style food. I'm talking about chicken fried steak, really good salads, every side you can think of, mashed potatoes, gravy. It's awesome. And it's pretty affordable as well, which I like. So you even have a lot more down here. One of my other favorite ones is Fifth Street Patio. This is more like a local spot that not many people know of, but they have brunch and breakfast. Super good, and it's really cheap. Now, let's go ahead and look at entertainment. What is there to do around here, you might ask yourself? Well, like I said, you're minutes away from downtown Frisco, so you can just take a loop right over there, and I've walked there. I used to live right in that area, so I mean, you can walk, and you have a ton of stuff to do. So one, there's the Toyota Stadium, which they have soccer games with FC Dallas, so you can go to soccer games or events that they have there. Of course, you're right in downtown Frisco, so you can walk around the square. So you have Cinemark right here, which is a really good movie theater as well. Another local tip is there's a restaurant here called Nerdvana. This place right here, I saved it for the entertainment section because it's a restaurant where you can actually play video games in. So you get your booth and they have a TV, they give you controllers, and you can literally play almost every game you can think of there. They have every console. If you're super nerdy like me, you would love that place. And even if you're not, it's a cool spot to go to with the family or your friends and just drink a few beers, play some games, have a really good food, and it's overall a really good time. Now, if maybe you're wanting to get out of the little area that you live in, you can head down to the Star. Like I said, we would be back to this area here. You have a ton of places to go and hang out in. You have the Star, which is where the Dallas Cowboys practice. So if you saw my other video on the market update, you can see that they do it every year to kick off the season. You have ton of other events they do there as well. There's a place called Concrete Cowboy, which is pretty much as close as you'll get to a club in Frisco, and it's actually very fun. During the day, it's more family friendly. They have a little patio where you guys can hang out with the kids, and at night, it turns into more of the party scene, which is really cool if you're trying to escape a little bit of the, some people call it baby stroller neighborhoods and stuff. You can head over to the Star and kind of get your party on. And of course, there's other little restaurants that have a few cool things that you can play around in and stuff like that. Right here is where the dog park would be located. This is a really cool dog park. I've gone there a lot. Everybody there is super friendly. They have a small dog and a big dog section. So it's a really, really cool spot to go ahead and take your pups. And honestly, being in this location, as you can see, it's probably one of the most ideal spots in Frisco. You're super close to everything. And if we zoom out a little bit, let's say you are working perhaps in Dallas and you need to commute. Dallas would be right over here, which without tolls would be about a 44-minute drive. And if you're not familiar with tolls, it's going to be the highway system that we have. And for that, you're charged every time that you're on there. So if you don't take the tolls, of course we'll call it free, or you're saving that money, which is just a few dollars, but it can add up if you're commuting a lot. So being able to take the streets without the tolls, and it's only 44 minutes to Dallas, it's really not that bad. Now, if you're commuting every day, I'm sure you don't want to do 44 minutes, so you can take the tolls, and that'll probably break it down to 30 minutes without traffic. But other than that, you can see you're pretty close to everything like Prosper, McKinney, Allen, the Colony. So ideally, this is probably one of the best spots to live in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that house. I know I did. It was beautiful. And if you are interested, make sure you reach out to me. I want to give a huge shout out to the homeowners and the listing agent for letting me come to their house and their listing and show it to you guys on YouTube. And that is pretty much it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.